Aha! I see you out there watching. I know that out there are a lot of people watching and checking out all swords, completely katana, freestyle cutters, UBC, United Backyard Cutters, and other forums. And you'd like to try cutting, but you're just not sure whether you want to or not. And you're also might not, a little shy, maybe you don't like to ask questions, but hey, that's kind of what this video will be for. I'm Crazy Wolf. I am not an expert with a sword, and as you can see, I have disability. I am on crutches, and that's kind of the reason I took up cutting, was to build up my balance, and it has helped me a lot in that. So if you want to learn and get out and cut, get on the forums, join up, and start asking questions. It's not going to cost you a ton of money to get into cutting. And I'll give you a little example. This is probably about the most high-end sword I own. This is a Hanwei Peach Monkey. It is made out of powdered Swedish steel, forged in the old way, differentially hardened, got a Haman. It's a beautiful blade. It's a great cutter. An effortless cutter. Knew this blade went for about $1,000. I didn't pay that because I buy most of my stuff used. But I want to show you something. Okay, $500 to $600 blade. $50 machete. I don't really notice a whole lot of difference there. And if all you're going to do is simple cutting and just come out in the yard and play around, this will do everything you want it to. Now, if you really want to do cutting on a really low shoestring, the only thing I will say is you're going to need to be somewhat handy, because you're going to need to do a lot of things for yourself. There's a lot of great guys out there that'll sharpen your stuff for you, because most of the stuff coming from the factories is pretty dull. Cheaper it is, the duller it generally is. I sharpen all my own stuff, so that's just me. But that is something you can look into. There's a lot of videos and how-tos on to do that. If not, I highly recommend Donnie Reed and Seth and a few others that are on there. They're great guys. They do a hell of a job sharpening, and they're great people to deal with. As a matter of fact, you'll find that most of the people in the sword forum are really, really good to deal with. For a stand, all you need to do is have some simple wood. If you don't, you can go to a lumber yard. You can ask if they have rejects, stuff that got bitched up in shipment. Maybe you ought to get it for next to nothing. You can build a stand that ain't too expensive. I have a video on a takedown stand that I made out of wood. People make them where they use a Christmas tree stand and put a 4x4 in and drill a hole in the top. So if you're a little bit handy and have some tools, or know somebody that does, you can easily get started in cutting. I really enjoy it. I really like the people I've met. One thing I will stress, and this is really important, these are not toys. Don't do dumb stuff like try and cut things off of your friends or anything like that, because these will take parts of body off. If you screw around with them and don't pay attention to what you're doing, you're going to be in the hospital or worse. It's a great sport, it's a lot of fun, but like anything else, you got to use a little common sense. So I hope that this encourages some of you that have been sitting back there just kind of watching and waiting to come out and try cutting. This is Crazy Wolf saying thank you for watching. If you want, you can always send me a message and I can direct you to some people. Lewis, who runs Swords, Knives and Armor on Facebook. A lot of good used stuff on there. He also sells new. He is a great guy to deal with. A lot of guys put used stuff up that they upgrade. They start out with a cheaper sword, they upgrade so they sell a cheaper sword. It's also a great way to get started in it. And there's a lot of different styles. There's Japanese or Chinese, there's European, there's all kinds. So come on in, give it a shot, and join the ranks because it's just a lot of fun. And for the most part, you can do it right in your backyard and it don't cost you a whole lot. All right, thanks for watching. This Crazy Wolf.